Hi, I'm back. Welcome to my Falcon restoration project. Found out some interesting stuff. You can't use body filler if it's not over 65 degrees outside. So kind of slowed my process down quite a bit. Couldn't get much done throughout November or December or January, but we're into February, and in Georgia we're now getting above 65, so I've been able to get some work done. I'm going to show you what I've gotten done so far, and then we're going to continue on to what we're doing today. So starting up here on the passenger front corner, there was a hole here that's now been taken care of, filled in nicely. There was a great big dent here and a bunch of rust. That's been filled in quite nicely and taken care of. Done a little bit of work on this fender here and on a door down here. Big hole there. Still working on some other areas right now. Here's some filler that hasn't been sanded yet. And this is some other body work I'm straightening out. So I still got to do more sanding back in these corners here. But along the top, there was a big rust spot here that's been filled in. There was a bunch of perforated holes all the way along here. Those have been filled in. There's a nice big spot here that's been taken care of. There's another big spot right here. Again, I got that taken care of. Moving along. This quarter here, there was a big rust hole there. That's been taken up. Lots of rust down here. That's been pretty much finished. I got a little bit more blocking to do there. There was a great big dent right here in the top. That's been taken care of. Still working on a dent down here. In fact, I gotta sand that down some more again. There was a nice hole there. That's been taken care of. Going around, and this front corner here has had some other body work done to it, and I ended up just smoothing out what they had done and kind of made that look a little better. So that's what we've done so far. But for today, what we're going to do is I'm close enough to where I'm just doing a bunch of sanding by hand. So I'm going to go ahead and get the windshield out. We're going to get the back glass out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so in the previous videos, I worked on cutting up this seal around the windshield and to get the molding off of here. And so there's not much left holding this window in. So we're going to finish up. We got basically the four corners. Got a little bit on there. Try to get that chipped off or cleaned up here and see if we can get this windshield to set forward. I've got an old exercise mat here sitting on top of the hood, so once I do get it loose, we're just going to kind of set it on that. So here we go. So that's the last of what should be holding this glass in here. So we're going to reach inside, push up on this. Alright. And okay. One piece of glass. This stuff here, again, it's quite brittle. I'm going to get that all tore out of here. Sure, we'll have to get that all cleaned up, get this all cleaned off. Looks like the rear view mirror is going to have to come off because it's actually holding the seal. So that's good to know. Again, a lot of silicone and stuff there. I'm going to try to put something over this to prevent all this garbage from falling down inside the car. But alright, we got the windshield off. Let's move on to the back glass. And on the back glass, we didn't take anything apart here on the bottom. I'm a little curious on how well that's going to work out, but we got just a little bit holding in this corner. Top's pretty much free. So let me get this corner here taken cleaned up a little bit. See if we can cut through that. Where's the glass at? Alright. So the only thing holding it now is across the bottom. I don't know if we can lift up on it.
Because it helps you fucking school, you know, you look better. You get green.
Okay. Go ahead and set this back on the mat there. Okay, as you can tell, not very good. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Again, we got more of this putty stuff. I'm not exactly sure what. It's almost like a product we used to call Dum Dum. It's like a tar-based putty that doesn't ever harden. It just kind of seals. I don't believe it's factory. But it's definitely gooey. I'll leave it out here in the sun a little bit, maybe it'll harden up some. Alright, let's get this mess cleaned up. Okay, so now that we got the glass out, let's get a look at what we're dealing with here. So far, along the back glass here, it doesn't appear to be too god-awful. I mean, we know we got this area here that needed to be cleaned up, filled in. Same thing with over here, but I was waiting to get the glass off to see what kind of work I had to do up in this area. And other than a bunch of dirt and old gooey stuff, I think we're, for the most part, not too bad. So it just needs to be cleaned up really good, and so yeah, we can move on to the front. I pushed the car forward into the shade a little bit because starting to get warm. Alright, so right here it looks like we've got a fair amount of something going on. We need to get that cleaned off, get this pulled off of here, and get a better idea of what we're dealing with there. Yeah, there's definitely some goo there, but I don't know that. They got some rust here for sure, so we gotta get that cleaned up. We'll get this all cleaned up, but I'm gonna put something across the opening here to prevent all this from getting inside. At least minimize it. But across the bottom of the windshield here looks really good. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. That's the color pattern I'm going to go with. Okay. But yeah, we got some more, looks like surface rust here. I apologize for the camera work, but this particular camera, I can't see what it's doing. So we got definitely some work to do right here. Hopefully I'm not blocking the camera too much. I am on a timer because as soon as this stuff gets too hard, it doesn't work very well anymore. And again, we're going to put a little bit up here. Let's fill those two. Alright. I think that's what we wanted to achieve. And we can smooth all that out. Yeah, it's pretty rough, but I'd rather be a little heavy and then bring it down than not be enough and have to put more on. So there you go. There's our coating. So we're going to do the recap right now. Today we got the windshield out, got the old seal out, fixed all this area here that was all just really badly pitted. Now it's filled in. Same thing with up here. I did finally sand down this area here, and that's nice and decent as well. These two there. I also cleaned up this area here more. Gotta do a little bit more in that section. We got the back glass out. We got a lot of work to do along this section of the trunk here. I did find a hole up in this section here that needs to be taken care of. A light bit of pitting along the top here from where the seal was, and some water got in there. We got the trunk lock out. We got another area here that needs some work. I did already kind of started on this section. It needs to be cleaned up a little more, but you know, it's getting there. And some more along the top here. But the bottom edge, other than this section here, needs to be done. It's kind of cool. It's got a number there, and I know letter C stands for 60, and number 4 is obviously 64. I can't translate the rest of that, but I'm pretty sure the rest of it's just got to do with date codes and whatever else, maybe where it was put together. Again, I cleaned up here some more, I cleaned up down there some more, cleaned up this area, cleaned this up here, cleaned that up there, cleaned up this side here along the top. This had a bunch of pits and holes up here. This section here was pretty bad and it's all filled in. This had a really big hole and stuff down here. That's all taken care of. And so that's the progress for today. So this is where we're going to end this video. Again, we're starting to get some progress going again on this. I got a little bit more body work and stuff to do, and once I get done with all that to a point where I'm happy enough with it, we'll be sanding the whole thing down, spraying it with an epoxy primer, and the epoxy primer is to seal it off such that all this metal doesn't rust, and it also doesn't shrink. It's going to harden and stay there. Regular primer will shrink, and so you will get cracks and stuff with your standard primer. So we'll do the epoxy primer down, sand that, and move forward from there. I've got a tent for that project. But yeah, we're moving along, trying to get her done, but hopefully you're enjoying this. I'm going to continue enjoying my projects. I hope you're enjoying yours, and until next time.